there really are three ways that I can have a computer set up. One is as a standalone computer. That is to say, there's no networking. It just sits there, does its thing. It could be connected to maybe a machine or something like that, but it's not connected to other computers over a network. That is just a standalone computer. The other option is to have it as a work group. Now, a work group is typically what we have at home. And by the way, if your computer is a standalone computer, it actually is a member of a work group. You just may not realize it. But a member of a work group simply means that you have put in a work group name and all of the other computers that are on the same IP network. That is to say, they can communicate with each other through IP addressing, then can communicate with each other through that work group. Now, there's no master, there's no server, there's no client. Everybody is a server, everybody is a client. If I want to use, say, a printer on somebody else's computer in a work group, I have to know the login for that computer in order to use that printer. Let's take a look at the work groups here. I'm going to click Start and then Settings. I'm on Windows 11, by the way. This is a little different in Windows 10. Under System here, I'm going to go down to About, and then I'm going to click Domain or Work Group. This gives me the system properties, and in order to see it, I'm going to just click Change. And you'll see that I only have two options, Domain and Work Group. I don't actually even have a standalone option. So actually, standalone is on a work group. It's just a work group of one, a work group of one computer. The name of the work group is Work Group. Now, I can call it anything I want as long as all of the computers on my network are called the same work group. And then they will be able to share printers, share files, and so on, as long as I know the logins, the credentials for each individual computer. So that is the second option, and this is often what we have at home, computers on a work group where we can share files back and forth. We have to do some other setup for it, but it can be done. The third option is a domain. If I choose domain here, it's waiting for me to put in the name of the domain. What this means is that there is a domain controller on my network. That is a special kind of Windows, a Windows server that is set up to be a domain controller, and then that domain controller controls this computer. It is the server and I am the client. And when I log in, I don't log into this computer, I log in to the domain. Now, there are different kinds of logins, and so we're going to make that clear in another video, but for now, just know that I can log in to a domain. I can log into my own computer, in which case I'm logging into a work group, and those are my main options. We'll continue in another video with the login types to kind of clear up some of that stuff.